Thanks so much for joining us on the WSAZ Now Desk. Good morning, everyone. I'm Shannon Litton, and we do come to you with a breaking news alert this morning. The miner who went missing in the Rolling Thunder mine in Nicholas County, West Virginia, has now been found dead. We are just finding out about this news this morning. We do know his name is Steve Lipscomb, and he was found early this morning. I kind of want to bring you a little bit through that timeline this morning. So let me pop up here kind of what exactly happened this morning. Around 6 this morning, rescue teams were able to finally enter the mine after the water receded. They'd been pulling water out of there for the last few days there. Again, the miner, Steve Lipscomb, had gone missing back on Saturday. So 5 days later is when his body was located. We're told his body was located just before 7:45 this morning. At the mine there, the Rolling Thunder mine. Of course, Governor Patrick Morrisey did kind of tell us what was going on through his social media, but to give you a little bit of background on the efforts, we're being told that it was a 1-2-man team who located the body of the missing miner, but crews had worked tirelessly around the clock, according to the governor's office, and they were actually doing this in 12-hour shifts in a search for their colleague. Each shift included roughly 15 workers underground to be able to find him there at the Rolling Thunder mine. 8 of those workers were on the surface coordinating and loading supplies. Then another 8 were staging and fusing a new water line in that area. Now, of course, the governor's office saying their commitment and professionalism have been unwavering throughout the operation. The governor also releasing a statement that I want to show you here as well. Let me pull that up for you there so you can see it. This is part of the statement. I do want to read his full statement. He said, "This morning's news is absolutely heartbreaking. Denise and I are devastated to learn of the loss of Mr. Lipscomb, I should say, and we are praying for his family, friends, and co-workers during this difficult time. Now, over the past several days, crews have worked around the clock with courage, skill, and determination, doing everything humanly possible to bring their colleague home. Their commitment and teamwork reflect the very best of West Virginia. Our state knows this kind of pain all too well. Mining is more than an industry here. It's a brotherhood, a way of life, and a source of pride. When tragedy strikes, we grieve together, we stand together, and we support one another as one West Virginia family." So again, that news just coming to us earlier this morning. Now, we also know that the governor was speaking at an energy summit today, but before that event even got underway, he, of course, addressed the death of Steve Lipscomb. I want to show you what he had to say there at that press conference.
I want to start out, unfortunately, on a somber note. At 7:37 a.m. this morning, unfortunately, we identified the body of Stephen Lipscomb, who was at the mine in Nicholas County. And I want to take a moment in silence because I know that all West Virginians are praying for the family and for all the colleagues. People worked tirelessly to try to find him. At 6+ in the morning, they were able to start to get through the high water. And 7:37, unfortunately, that's when this information came up. So I want to start, it's unfortunately very somber, but let's all take a moment of silence to remember our brother, our fellow West Virginian, and someone who did so much for his company and his community. Denise and my prayers go out to the family and to everyone who knows this man. And I want to thank everyone for all the work they did this past week when all West Virginians came together.
Okay, once again, that was Governor Patrick Morrisey addressing the death of foreman Steve Lipscomb, who was found in that Rolling Thunder mine around 7:37 this morning in Nicholas County. Now, the company who owns Rolling Thunder also released a statement. I also want to pop that up for you on your screen there. This is the statement from Alpha, and they say Alpha. The CEO there, Andy Eidson, says, quote, "Our hearts are broken. Steve joined our company in 2006 and was a dedicated employee, respected leader, and friend to many. His actions to ensure the safety of his crew members were heroic. On behalf of the entire organization, we extend our prayers and deepest sympathies to his wife, his 2 children, and all who knew and cared for him." Like the governor mentioned in his release earlier as well. Again, this was a very big effort to try to find Steve Lipscomb. And of course, obviously, they wanted to try to find him alive, but these were 12-hour shifts, 15 workers underground, 8 on the surface, coordinating and loading supplies, and another 8 staging and fusing, trying to get all that water out of the mine. As we are live here on the WSAZ Now desk, also Senator Shelley Moore Capito has released a statement on the death of Steve Lipscomb, and I want to read it to you here. She says, "Tragic news out of our state this morning with the loss of Steve Lipscomb. Charlie and I offer our most sincere condolences to his friends, family, and co-workers during this difficult time. Miners represent the very best of West Virginia, and this community is deeply ingrained in our state's history. Now, I've been deeply inspired by our heroic first responders and divers doing everything possible to bring their colleague home to his loved ones. They demonstrated immense courage and resilience in the face of treacherous circumstances, and I thank them for their efforts." That statement coming from Senator Shelley Moore Capito. Of course, this is a story we're still trying to follow for you, and we will be continuing to follow through the rest of the day, not just here on WSAZ.com, but of course also on the air. We actually have a crew on the way to the scene now, and we are hoping to be able to get you a live report on WSAZ midday. But of course, we will be following this story throughout the day, and we do hope you'll join our coverage of that as well. Remember, you can always get these updates too on the WSAZ app. We will be sending you push alerts throughout the day of any new information that comes about this. And of course, we will be updating you as soon as we have any more information. But thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you here next time.